Hey guys, it's Tarkin. Welcome to my Mustache and Me. Today we're playing Islets for the first time. I don't know much about this game, but I'm excited to play it. It's a Metroidvania of some kind. We've got easy, normal, and hard. It says difficult can be changed any time. We'll just play on normal, and we'll turn it up if normal feels too easy. Long, long ago, 5 small islands floated in the sky, aimlessly drifting to the wind's current. Alright, so it looks like it'll be 5 islands, or maybe more. And one day in unison, these 5 islands made contact. Smash! This land, which was once nearly unhospitable, now thrived. As each of the 5 ecosystems balanced each other perfectly. The islands forever drifted apart. A large electromagnetic core was built deep within each island. As time passed, these cores were forgotten. Oh no! Until one day, the islands were alone again. The lands became barren, peace reigned, life quiet. Each year, hundreds of aspiring warriors set out to discover these islands and reignite their cores, hoping to make this land whole once again. And one such guy is us, I guess, and we got a little boat. I love it. Aesthetically really nice already. Sounds are nice. Hey, Eco. How's life treating you up there? Have you slayed any beasts or saved any villages yet? I miss you back here. You know, if things are too tough out there and aren't working out, don't be afraid to come back home. We all miss you, Mika. Eco writes, "Hey Mika, it's great hearing from you. Unfortunately, I haven't been very successful yet. It's really lonely up here. If I can't find a village to save soon, I might just come home. You know, I really thought it would be a lot easier." Ellipsis. He litters. "Hey Mika, yeah, things are going great up here. I miss you all a lot. Hopefully next time you see me, I'll be a mighty warrior. Eco." And a boat arrives. Eco, is that you? I almost didn't see you in that tiny thing. How have you been? I haven't seen you since we graduated. That guy's boat is a lot better than our boat. Have you had any luck saving the world yet? Because I sure have. I've probably killed 100 beasts and saved a dozen villages by now. They even gave me a nickname around these parts. Big Head. They must have recognized how smart I am. That said, I do think nude parents are a bit juvenile, so I still prefer my legal name, Snoot. Once I find these islands, I should have Mustache put together in no time. Well, anyways, be careful of that Ricky old thing. Get caught in the jet of a superior aircraft like mine, and that thing is toast. See you. Alright, Dramatis Persona. We're called Eco. Our adventure's not going well. Did that dude just intentionally blow up our boat? He totally did. What a jerk. Well, we fall to Earth. Losing our boat. Platforming stuff there, can jump through, but not necessarily on. Tutorial section. Can I just say, loving the music, actually like a whole lot. And the backgrounds are really cool too. So my understanding, I haven't like looked up the game or anything, but from what the Steam page said, right, is that this is a solo developer project, and from the beginning, you know, it was created. It says one guy's name, and then another game which was another name with his last name. So a brother or a parent, probably a brother, I would assume, due to that. But yeah, so you know, just like a really cool little thing, and aesthetically just really nice, you know. You know, one thing I love about my Steam library, largely thanks to Humble Bundle, is that I have all of these interesting games that I don't know anything about. Oh. Okay, we've got a dodge roll. Alright, which gives us invulnerable frames. And then there's a little... Alright, so we've got the fountain. Jumping isn't like ultra responsive, but it's fine, you know, you got a couple of it, but the speed seems fun. As far as like movement and stuff goes. You know, eventually we'll expect like a wall kick and a double jump just cause like conventions, but that doesn't necessarily mean it'll happen. And we have gotten an island. Trying to hit walls because of genre conventions. I was like, I could see that wall. And I think this is Potpo currency. Good. I could just chill and listen to the soundtrack for an extended period of time. I feel like I need to, like, well, that's not the key to hit. Just get this for, my permanent get ready in the morning soundtrack. This is good stuff. I really do like it. Alright. So, not very much Venerina, but it's just the first one. I mean, it's not like we... Look, we can only take, like, 3 hits. We've already taken 2, so it's not like I can be super cavalier about these fools. Can't swing down yet. Maybe at all. What have we here? A boss radish. A boss radish. Great Prowler. Oh, this song's fun. kind of slow. Alright, now he gets enraged. I say he's kind of slow. We're about to die. We only got one more hit in us. Like, I've been way too aggressive here. Oh, man. He got us. Alright. One more time with feeling. Plenty of opportunities to punish, right? You just need to be careful about taking the earliest damage. Definitely gives you plenty of opportunities to, you know, he's pretty slow moving, right? I mean, sure, to give you a chance to adapt. But, I don't know, maybe we'll turn it on to hard. I say as I get hit again. Okay, so it's 3, maybe 4. There we go. Not too tough. You know, pretty easy to get the damage on the cycles. It's just our normal. Again, we might turn it up. I should have went back and saved it. Is it gone yet? Ah, a friend! I've been inside for 3 weeks now. And then when I'm finally face to face with the beast, I run and hide. I wish I was brave enough to fight like that. Well, anyways, are you here? Also here to reconnect these islands? I mean, so many other warriors around here that are trying to do the same, but so far no one has had much luck. I think a brave mouse like you has what it takes, though. Oh, I'm a mouse. I mean, of course, I'm a mouse. I knew that. I kind of thought I just had a little hat on. Only a strong warrior could defeat a big beast like that one. Well, I'll see you around. Sorry, I wasn't able to hip out there. Maybe someday I can build up the courage. See ya. I can't believe that other mouse was so rude as to destroy my side boat. You don't expect that behavior from mice. Back to the wonderful music. But we'll turn it up to hard. I should have done it for the boss fight, honestly. But we'll see how it feels from here on. Because, like, you know, more difficult is totally fine. There we go. We get double jump quite early. Good. Huzzah! Oh. Ahead is a teleporter. You can use it to move around the island a bit quicker. Fast travel, hooray! All traveled teleporters you've already passed, only on the same island. And this is the first one. Hooray! You can get a bit of distance. It maintains your velocity after the double jump, which is actually pretty interesting, right? And here we are in Spirit's Landing. Ah, look! A bird? Now that I realize that I'm a mouse, I think this is probably a bird. Hello, little mouse. Are you lost? Looking for you. I have all these islands mapped out already. Make way to this island's port. You can fly between islands and discover others to see. Only stay up in Sky City, so we can find him there. Alright, yeah. Well, there we go. We find another place. Slows down a little there. It's and we died. But you know, I don't think it's gonna take away all my money, so at least there's that. Try going some other way. But that way was already being fruitful, right? The game feel is fine. It's a little floaty, right? Which is fine. It's just a little floaty. We don't want to break that yet. We want to get all of the money. Whatever it's for, we'll figure out eventually, but it'll have to be for something. We can move the camera a little bit. Good. Just move really delicately there. And I guess we're just gonna keep on going towards the question mark. That seems the wisest plan. Oh, we can't go through there. Alright, going down now seems wiser. It seems like sometimes it's like dropping a frame every now and then. Like a hook shot thing we just don't have yet. Oh. Press attack near them to do. Okay. Sweet. There you go. Pick an upgrade. Alright. Faster arrows. Powerful attack. I think we'll take. Performing a grab dash refills your double jump. Okay, fast movement then. How cool. That's awesome. I actually like that. That's a fun little bit of platforming, right? Okay, so now this guy again. This forest used to be underwater a few thousand years ago. I wonder if these spirits were alive back then. They don't mean any harm, but I wouldn't touch them anyways. Indeed. I will endeavor not to touch them anyway. Alright. You don't get the double jump back when you go through screens, which is too bad. Alright, can we leave them in there and get around? No, it doesn't look like. Oh no. Oh, it tells us how long the one is. Not too bad of one. Just, you know, you can't not fight him. I guess that's the whole thing. And I mean, we only had like 1 or 2 hits in us anyway, so it was dangerous. Hello, Luke. Morning. For some. I did recently wake from a nap. Ah, hello. Snoot. You blew up my boat, Snoot. My beautiful sky boat. I hate you so much, Snoot. Says Eco. Funny running into you again. I saw your airship breaking apart in my rearview mirror when I was pulling away. Yeah. You really should have listened to my advice and ditched that puny airship. But in the end, I really did you a favor. Without my help, you wouldn't have found this island. You'd still be flying around in that rickety death trap. You ruined my boat. You flew in it. A simple thank you would suffice. Hey, we get to another teleporter. Magnificent. And immediately run into a thing. But yes, Luke, we found the next Metroidvania we'll play, at least for a little while. This one was there. Actually, it already had it downloaded. I just forgot that's what it was. Oh. Why would... Oh, okay. Now I understand. Maybe we're supposed to do it without touching the ground. Seems like we're casual the last couple. Yeah, you know, there's still bosses, but you don't lose all your stuff when you die. Killing enemies creates a small blast. Love it. But yeah, it was apparently made by like a single developer, and the music is done by a person with their last name. So I assume a brother, but could be like a parent. We started on normal, and then I turned it up to hard. Which is probably why, like, some of these attacks seem like they have, like, a bigger version. I imagine that's just the hard mode being on. But from what I understand, 9 Souls is kind of like the hardest core range of the Metroidvania, so they'll all be casual compared to it. And I guess Silksong is considered pretty, and Hollow Knight as well, you know, like pretty hard relatively. But 9 Souls is like, I guess, from talking to one of my friends, like that's the one that people is just basically the real hard one, which makes sense. Like that game kicked my butt, right? That was, you know, spend an hour or more on a single boss type of thing. Even Hollow Knight, very rarely did I have to spend that long on a boss, you know. Carmelita, the very final one. Easy, get more ammo for the arrows. Feels good. Why did I jump there? Poor choice. Aha! We break the big clay pot. This is better than the other one. It just seems like it drops like a frame or 5 sometimes if we move in, there's a lot of stuff on the screen, which is too bad. And this is just where we started. But now we can double jump over the top here. This one does let us keep our currency. I don't know what we can spend it on yet, but it does let us keep it, which I was delighted to find out. Because I don't know if it even has a way for us to heal, like, mid-combat or anything. And there was a boss fight, you know. It wasn't, like, incredibly challenging. It was also the first one. But, I mean, if you can only get hit, like, 4 or 5 times, it's not, like, 2, but it's still, like, not that big of a number. Although I expect with time, you know, we'll be able to get, you know, a bigger HP pool and stuff. Heyo! Another teleporter. Magnificent. This guy, you're that mouse that saved me from the beast. You're that guy that let me realize that I'm a mouse. I realized I never introduced myself. I'm Greybird. Oh, hello, Greybird. You're the size of a mouse? Well, that makes sense. You're a bird after all, and some of them are that size. I like that they called him Greybird. I think that's fun. I don't know if they ran out of names. Maybe it's a fake name that he has chosen for himself to hide his shame because he wasn't brave enough to fight the beast himself. Bravery really inspired me. I managed to trek all the way back here without even hiding in a bush once. Well, anyways, I wish I could repay you somehow for helping me back there. Can you make boats? Well, the place oh, you can use my airship if you like. I'm a bird, so I haven't really been using it anyway. It's not the best, but it should help you get around for now. At least just hop in the airship and you can fly and discover new islands. Whenever you want to leave an island, just get back to the port and hop in the airship. You've never been a fantasy villain, Gary. You know, it's either that or blue, right? So... oh, wonderful. Glorious. Like Donkey Kong Country style world map flying in the island. Can I just say, how fun. Alright. Okay, so then we can get 1 point of health for 300. I think we'll take the sword increase of power. I like... it's got the sound of motors. I'm not sure what's driving these propellers. Also, it's only driving one at a time. I don't know enough about aerial dynamics. I just feel like if you did this where... I don't think you would get horizontal thrust without affecting your lift, right? I might be overthinking it. Alright, so we bought our map marker thing, and then if we get the shrine, we'll be able to teleport, so that'll be like a find our way to the fast travel for the shrine. That'd be good, and then for a whole lot of money, uncollected upgrades, that's nice. I like, you know, we have the trail to show us the direction we're coming from, but from what source? What are these propellers for? Would you like to open the postbox to begin receiving mail? Yes. Mika immediately sends us a letter. It says, Iko, I'm glad you finally set up this postbox. Now you can receive mail from me, or anyone you meet. Just keep checking whenever you pass through. You never know what you'll find. Everyone back home knows you're going to make it big out there. And Greybird worked up the confidence to fight the first beast. It looks like they hit a little mushroom, and they got a picture of it. It's not as big as the beast you defeated, but it's a start. Another warrior managed to capture a photo of our battle. Good stuff. Good for them. And there's a little Poke Center here. Sorry, a hospital. Sky City's resident nurse. So if we get hurt, we'll end up in the chair there. And he can tell us where we're going if we can't find it. But I'm sure we can go either left or right here. We'll go left. Says so much defeating the three great beasts. Three great beasts! They couldn't find Cinder Island. Okay, sure. Left doesn't work. We'll go to the right. Oh, not this guy again. This is why we go when I switched you by new airship. I meant a good one, like mine. Snoot. They should have gave you a placeholder name like Gary. Snoot. Not a bucket. I hate you so much, Snoot. One day I hope you fall down and I'm gonna take your boat away. He's the guy that blew up my last boat. We hate Snoot. The ship shop. So we just need to find airship wood, and then we can get some more of that. And those are blocked off, naturally. That guy wants their own shop. Sell potions, buddy. Oh no! Oh no! We're under attack. You know it's dangerous being up here by yourself. You never know who you'll run into. Sky pirate! Oh no! I don't even have weapons. Oh man, that was a quick one. Gotta be in motion for those. Got it. Man, tricky. Super tricky. Alright. Gotta live through one more. Stay in motion for these. No, 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 no. We are too graceful and smart to die. Yeah! Clean. What a fun boss fight. Ah, man, that was that was a little bit of dodging. All right, that was not. that was good stuff there. We did it. And we get a little achievement for it. Do I get bullets next, or is it all dodging all the time? And this is a new island, Inverness Island. You know, maybe on normal mode that boss fight would have been easier. I'm glad we had it on hard, though. It definitely made it very engaging. Love the aesthetic of this place. Very cool. Really, really liking the sound effects. You know, it's hard to nail sounds and make them good to hear, right? And like just the little the sound of the gears and stuff. The ship sound effects started to get a little annoying, but that was just, you know, because it was sort of more than everything else going on. Oh, like... I didn't see that gray was impassable. I was just like, walk through it! And immediately fell down. Of course, they give you the nice, you don't have to do this platforming challenge again things. Little arena, how little? 3, I don't know how these guys operate. Oh no. Using the power of the bow, which has sort of like heat-seeking arrows. Snoot! Eco, you again? Right, twice as a coincidence, but 3 times? I was starting to think you're following me, Snoot. Never have I cared less about following someone than you. My dad is a lawyer, you know, so don't try it. Why do I feel like Snoot is based on a person that this person personally knows? Oh, and another little level up thing. Very good. Enemies drop more currency. Yes, please. You want Sue to be the secret boss? You know, they're sort of telegraphing it, aren't they? He'll be like the pokey character in Earthbound, right? Where, you know, actually he figures that rather than save the world, he's gonna destroy it. It's like, from the minute we meet, I mean, he's a super jerk, right? He literally blows up our airship. And we're broke. It wasn't even a good airship, right? And he points that out, and then he breaks it. All my homies hate Snoops. 100 to open a gate. Fine. Better be something good here. You don't have to pay currency to access the save points. Or to get new fast travel places. And you don't lose it when you die. All of these are good things. And we get another level up. I guess a lot of the upgrades we got are ones where, you know, we went a little bit off the beaten path for them, so. But fortunately, we get another teleporter, and there's nothing better in the world than fast travel positions. Yeah, like I think it's more probable they're an antagonist that's not evil. Yeah, you know. But maybe. Alright, because this was the optional place that we paid to get into, so I guess the teleporter is over on that side. And the way to go forward is to go down, because this is where the teleporter was, right? Yeah, so we'll just drop there. Wall. Hey, Neo, what's up? 200? You know, currency is great, but we'll take, you know, power before we take money. After all, with power, you can do anything. You can even acquire more money. Hey, look at that. It's a little statue of me. No, he's not. He's got glasses. You know, I don't wear them myself. As a child, I wanted to, because I wanted people to look at me and know that I was smart. If that sounds incredibly dumb, I was a child and I believed all sorts of ridiculous things. Alright, so here we just got, no, that's too slow. Well, it was barely too slow, though. Ah, you know, we'll just start over here. That's gonna be too slow. Because we need to have the momentum. There we go. Okay, so 3 max health. So this 200, we could spend 300 on 1 health point, or this on 3 health points. I feel like that's better than increased arrow fire rate by a pretty wide margin. That's like almost a full extra hit that we're going to be able to take, which is magnificent. I love the music in this game, though. Seriously, like, big fan. So chill. Marvelous stuff. It's not as cool as that weird Belarusian band that I've been listening to. They're not that weird. They're super cool. But I don't like it quite that much, but I like it a lot. Yeah, it just feels like sometimes if there's a lot going on the screen, it drags just a little bit, which is a real shame. It's the last thing you want in an action platformer is for it to drag. like... Because sometimes when you jump it feels a little floaty, but just sometimes it just feels a little bit off. This was made by the clockmaker. That's the guy with the mustache and all the statues. For the island split, he was hired to build a bridge to fill in the gaps between the two of the upper islands. And this is what he made. This is a bit overboard if you ask me. After the island split, he was never seen again. Quite the story, huh? It is. It is quite the story. Is there a safe point in here? There is. That's good. Because I was just thinking of like, man, we've been taking some damage. Sure would be nice to have a save point. And I was right, it was. Boss fight? Nope, just big arena. But, you know, aggression wins the day. Also, we took the, you know, we bought the sword upgrade going from 5 to 6 points of damage, which anyone will tell you is big. The principles of weapon upgrades are ingrained in a certain sort of person from an early age. That is a person who watches a lot of StarCraft. Because you see, so a Zealot kills a Zergling in 3 hits. But if you get +1 weapons for 1 more damage, then a Zealot will kill a Zergling in 2 hits. This is obviously tremendously faster than 3 hits. You know, so you gotta just see what an upgrade does. The raw number of damage points won't tell you the whole story. You know, maybe these guys have 11 or 12 hit points, in which case going from 5 to 6 saves you a whole swing. Are you looking to tour these ruins? Lucky for you, I happen to be a tour guide. This guy with his little hat and his scarf, he's so tricksy. Where is he keeping his maps? Please don't touch any statues, and also don't damage the plants. Ah yes, please do not unleash the captured spirits of 1,000 deadly beasts trapped in the tomb and in the depths of the ruins. If you think you can follow these simple rules, then come follow me. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna unleash the beasts. Please don't step in any traps and die. It's a self-guided tour. He'll catch up with me later. Alright, so that clearly is something that we're supposed to want to get. Equally clearly. Because if we just like... trying to figure out if we can do this, or we're going to need more movement tech in order to get it. If we get like a lot of velocity, because it pulls you down whenever you're doing it. Yeah, you know, I think we'll have to come back for it. Oh no, sludge water. I was like, we're fine. No, you can jump off of the top of it immediately. You can jump on it once. I'm trying to figure out how it works. Sometimes you can jump right off of it and it's fine. Right there, it slows down just a little bit. Shame. Oh wow, the pendulum. Oh wow. It fell off the ceiling and I knew it was there. I knew all along, actually. Fortunately, since we don't lose all of our money, I can just, like, get back to it and not feel annoyed. Far from learning any lesson. Split apart, these ruins return completely in half. The other half of the ruins are now trapped deep under the graves of North Stable Island, completely inaccessible. Up to 80 sounds are able to reconnect, so I can double the ticket price for this tour. I love this guide. What a guy. Ominous. Oh, we've got little water spouts. How fun. Sort of like high distortion, like cello thing going on with this sort of like screechy, sort of like violin-esque notes out of the synth there, right? Very cool musically. Wait, didn't I just see you? How are you enjoying the tour so far? I hope I'm doing a good job. And he says, if you're having a good time, we need to tell the story before we reach the deadly tomb of trapped spirits. Otherwise, it would create some logistical issues. He's now become the slightly suspicious tour guide. Like, right, it's just a little floaty. Like, it's just like too many objects on the screen, and it can't be my machine, it has to be the game. There's no way a game like this could be taxing my machine, it's just whatever's going on with it. very nearly dying. Ah. Oh. This way to a teleporter, this way to a deadly coffin with the tour guide. Interesting. Increase melee damage by 1, yes please. You know, we're gonna have to take that powerful attack at low damage thing eventually, just because I'm sure that once we take it, we'll be able to get something else. But more melee attack. We've gone from a base of 5 to 7 now, which is a very solid boost indeed. Even if there aren't any Zealot to Zergling type breakpoints, going from 5 to 7 is absolutely going to be noticeable on some guys. Oh no, not there. As we near the end of the tour, I should ask if you have any questions. Perhaps you're wondering how close we are to the tomb filled with the spirits of 1,000 ancient beasts? Or maybe you're wondering if this tour is just a ploy to bring down a sacrifice to satisfy their taste for blood. Well, now he's a very suspicious tour guide. Maybe don't ask that last one. I assure you I am a very legitimate tour guide. I can even show you my business license, but I stored that near the death tomb, so let's head over there now. I love this guy. Well, it looks like it's time to look into the death tomb. As so promised, here's the Tomb of 1,000 Spirits. As the legend goes, the creatures on this island collected the spirits of every beast they killed and sealed them inside of this tomb. Once the tomb was full, they buried it here, in the most remote crevice in the island to keep the spirits trapped for all eternity. Quite a story, huh? Well, anyways, let me get some paperwork and I'll be back. You just wait right here. Alright, we're gonna need to roll through it. no, enrage! Hit the thing there as... Oh, they got me. Alright, well. So they give you little hints. They're like, hey, you know, did you remember that you could use your abilities? Which, to be fair, we did take several hits out of that. Dodging on. It's not that tricky of a pattern, you know, you just gotta be able to stay in motion and make sure, you know, that you dip and dive, Dutch, dodge, dipping, diving. Yeah, just sometimes you gotta dip, occasionally Dutch. Get one hit at the end of the cycles before he goes up and starts the next one, right? Oh, why did I go underneath him? That's not smart. Got me again. Same move pattern, because it uses, you know, one and then the other, you know. Let's try to clean that up. on. Yeah. All right. Got him. I get the achievement for defeating the Tomb of 1,000 Spirits. Look how good I did. You know, sure, it was a little close there. Not being able to heal does add quite a level of challenge, right? You know, I'm sort of used to healing in these sorts of games. But not always. You know, you didn't heal in Castlevania. Here he is on his mound of skulls with his Employee of the Month posters. And one of them posing with a skull. This guy. I wonder what he'll have to say for himself, right? Hey, down attack for a slam attack. Alright, yeah, so we'll be able to break open the stuff underneath this. It doesn't look like it'll be like a good quick pogo attack, but yeah, but of course here, ta-da! Now we'll be able to get forward a bit. Yeah, you don't get any sort of verticality off of. And there we go, we connect further on. Like a mud dauber nest. And that means those guys are sort of like wasps, which makes them the worst. So glad I picked it. I feel like we're due a save point pretty soon, so if we just like avoid dying here. I feel like one on the right would make more sense than going all the way down in this massive room, though. Nope. Okay, well, I'm sure I don't know how to do it. Well, that's not what I meant at all. That is not it at all. Super annoying to fall on top of that guy. But of course, at least we only have to do the walk around and open the door thing one time. Like, if we aggressively move enough, we'll probably get to another save point, right? And there's gotta be one really close, right? There just has to be, not in here. This room's trying to kill us. This room... Oh, we actually can't move any further there. This room's just blank. Like, please be a save point. There is after we get through this. No! Oh, man. That is super annoying. Travel through them. I'm like, we can probably go this way, right? Yeah, you know. At least, you know, there's safer ways to get through without the possibility of taking the damage. And hey, you know, making a little bit of the currency doesn't hurt. Because at like 600, you know, we're moving up on being able to get a pretty nice upgrade at the shop potentially. There we go. Just a little delay. See, easy. Yes, of course we'll open the gate. It's gotta be worth 100. Alright, so that'll be the new mechanic. Kinda creepy, huh? Seems like the clockmaker thought pretty highly on himself. Big statue. There's just one thing I don't understand. If the clockmaker slipped off the edge when the island split, who's keeping all these gears moving? I think his spirit slows down here, pulling levers and spinning gears, making sure his creation is never forgotten. Or he's still alive. Alright, time trial. Queen, that's why you get your sword upgrades. Increased range of slam attack? Yeah. Oh yeah. Hits the ground a little bit, it's nice. Such a good song. I love these things. Chill hop to the maximum. There we go. Ho ho ho, who's this? Nice mustache, buddy. Assume this opens, yeah. Oh boy. So, the Clockmaker! And it looks like we'll be fighting him on these moving platforms. Great, love it. No! So close. Alright, one more time with feeling. So close. I guess it's the same boss theme for a lot of the bosses, which is too bad. Oh man, taking 3 damage to start. Ah, walked right into it. You know. One more time with feeling. You can't never lose your jump on the platform. You gotta be more careful than that. All right, one more time with feeling. Always starts in the middle. No contact damage for him. You can get 4 hits there. No, are you joking? Man, terrible. Alright, let's try that again. It's so much better the first time. Need to be more patient. That's the key. And we ran into the attack there. You only get like 4 mistakes. I gotta quit making them. Man, why? Okay, so I gotta quit. I gotta start trying to dodge the early spikes. I think I get hit by that one all the time. I do it again. No, come on, really? Man, that's so obnoxious. I swear it's slowing down too, which is more than obnoxious. It actually... Look, I still am having a great time playing this game, but it does affect, you know, the quality of the experience. You know, if your moving pieces have this much of a problem whenever they speed up, you know, then just have less pieces, right? You can't drop frames in an action game. It feels bad. And we barely get him there, just because he kept dropping on the same side, basically. But we defeat the Collector. Huzzah! What a fight. Pretty fun, right? Oh, and we get to the first of the, or the second, right? Yeah. Of the island cores. No, this is the first one that we've done. So that's the first island core completed. But yeah, how fun. That's where we defeated the old sky pirates. We're just gonna head back to town real quick and he insults us some more. Ooh, mail! Snoot says, I was how to explain clockworks when I thought of you, so heaps of maple scrapwood made me think of a little airship. And he wants to cut my airship up for firewood. To a frog. Hope you enjoyed your tour of the ruins. I wanted to reach out to correct a bit of an embarrassing miscommunication may have occurred. I think it may have been a assumption that I've been contracted to lure unsuspecting creatures and sacrificed to the death tomb. And perhaps that I'd even intended to sacrifice you to the tomb as well. I just want to tell you, this is not true. And really quite embarrassing you may think this about me. Realize you did damage to the death tomb. So I do request that you either pay for the damage or bring another ancient death tomb to me as a replacement. Thank you. Terrific. The nurse says, be careful. It seems like you've died 10 times already. My personal advice is to stop dying so much. It's a very unhealthy habit to have. Thanks, nurse. In Greybird, managed to find a third island. It's really wet and gloomy there, and they say they hope to see us soon. And they're hanging out there. They see this little picture. So cool. We might head back to this island now that we've got the ability to go through the ground, right? And see if we could find a couple of extra things, you know, that kind of stuff. But what we're going to do right now is go ahead and end the video. Ah, well, yes, that's where we're going to go. But we're just going to take a break, and I'll be back later on probably for a little bit of something to round out the night. Arrow strength, health points. Oh, so you keep on. They just get more expensive as you go. So the first one was 300, but I guess since we got the other points through leveling up regularly, that gets added on to the price. I feel like just holding on to money for a little bit is fine, because damage is better than health, right? It has to be. Alright, we still can't break through that even with our new ability. That's alright. 16% complete. Anyway, this game's a lot of fun. We're definitely gonna come back and keep on playing it, at later times and see where it leads, It's a charming little world. The bit characters are super fun, a lot of personality. Beautiful environments, really great music. the boss fights are, you know, interesting and varied, and you definitely gotta, you know, pay attention and learn the patterns a little bit. There's not an extraordinary amount going on, but I would consider them, at least on hard, you know, I mean, like that clockmaker fight wasn't a gimme. You know, you had to pay attention. You had to dip and dive and dodge and duck occasionally. You know, it's fun. It's a good little thing. It's just sometimes there's that slowdown, right? And it really hurts. Just any frame drop at all in the modern era just hurts so bad. It just reminds me of playing on the not the Super Nintendo, on the Nintendo 64. My game of choice there, really, GoldenEye, where you drop frames all the time, and just like any time that you can feel the game slowing down, you know, it just feels worse when you're playing, and it's a real shame. But I don't want to like have that color my overall feelings on the game. It's just every now and then it happens, and it does stink. But you know, the game is still a great experience, I think, so far. The movement's fun, you know, it's swift. You maintain a little bit of velocity in the air. The platforming puzzles are not like super difficult, but you know, they require a little bit of doing, and then, you know, it makes a point to give you a shortcut after each one of them, so at least, you know, you're not going through the same annoying puzzles if you do die. You know, you can just sort of go around a little bit and get back to where you were, which I do enjoy. And I'm so glad it doesn't take all my money when I die. I'm so sick of dealing with that in games, although I'll keep on playing the ones that haven't. But anyway, yeah, the game is Islets, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. A delightful effort, you know. Anything made by a single developer, I'm gonna be more interested in, and I'm gonna be a little bit more forgiving of. But we're just gonna keep on, you know, playing it as the days go and seeing how far it is. You know, there's 5 islets and there's a core in each of them, so there's our first core. You know, so that's sort of an idea of how long the game can be. Probably not super long, but a little bit of a crunch to it. You know, and certainly if I lose a bunch of boss fights, it'll lengthen a little bit more. But I'm just gonna take a little break. Hang out with the puppet dog a little bit, and then we'll be back on playing something to round the night out. I'm not sure what, but maybe I'll see you guys there. So thanks for watching, thanks for listening. Hope you've enjoyed. This game's got real nice music to it. Nothing but respect for the soundtrack. Very chill, very good time. But anyway, see you, Luke. See you, Nuyo, and anyone watching in the future, you know, the game is Islets, and maybe you'll give it a shot. I think it's pretty fun. Anyway, maybe I'll see you guys later.